It's Pancake Tuesday, and this is part 14. It's been quite a while since I made my part 13. Over 2 months, I believe. But part 14 has now arrived, so here it is. So I'll start by saying that, or carrying on from where I left off on part 13, excuse me, that in regard to relationships today, in relation to online dating, you can pretty much obtain, you can get anything you want. You can get a fuck buddy, as some may call it. You can get a friend with all benefits. You can have a fling. You can have an extramarital affair if you're married. Even if you're not married, you can have sex with a married person. You can have NSA, no strings attached, again, as some may call it. So you can pretty much get anything you want. You can have cyber sex, webcam masturbation, that's very popular. You can get that. It's there. It's so easy to obtain. But the one thing that you cannot get, or seems to be very hard to obtain, is a one-on-one relationship, which is genuine, honest, romantic, with companionship. That is probably the one thing which is hardest to obtain, and yet it's one of the basic things in life, in my opinion, to get. And it should be so easy to get because of the internet. But in reality, it's not, because we live in a society, and again, I did write about this on my profile, of casual sex, one night stands. Webcamming has, without a doubt, changed the whole dynamics of relationships, because so many people today are replacing real-world relationships with webcamming relationships. That is where their relationships are. They're online. They're not out in the real world. So that is causing a lot of the problems, I see, anyway. But also, I would say that in regard to webcamming, if that is all you do, if all you do is jack off, you jerk off, you masturbate on your webcam, you don't develop the attributes you need to develop a real world relationship, because it's all online. But so many people are. 20 years ago, when I was a teenager, in 1994, when I was going through puberty, your outlet, your exposure to sex was pornographic films on VHS cassette, believe it or not, and adult magazines, pornographic magazines. That was it. And you would masturbate in private. That was your exposure to it. But now, because of the internet, it's so open, it's so widespread. So a lot of the teenagers now, or I should say most of the teenagers, are masturbating on their webcams, and even the adults are doing it. And there's nothing wrong with that if it's done in the right way. But when you look at the bigger picture, and you look at in regard to online dating and the current state of play in regard to relationships and why they're not really working, especially online dating sites, which in reality should work, they should clearly work, it's quite clear for me to see. It may not be that clear for you to see, and it is for me, believe it or not. Because these online sites for dating, as I said, from a male perspective, when you go on there, the men always moan about lack of message replies. They do not get any message replies, which I explained before, because the women get so many messages sent to them. The women on there develop an attitude, their ego increases because they're receiving so many messages. They get inundated, but they never find a partner to have a relationship with. They're constantly looking for a man for dating. So it's a vicious circle that we're currently living in. If you're a single person, that is. If you're happily married, big thumbs up. Or if you have a partner, even better. If you're single and you are looking for a partner to date that you can call your girlfriend, your boyfriend, as I said before, you have got your work cut out. You really, really have. With that being said, this is part 14 and part 15 is coming up.